So you're ready to buy a home. I can give you the basic steps here on the home buying process when it comes to using a mortgage to buy a home. Step 1 is to get pre-approved. This is the most important step to make sure you can get qualified for a mortgage to buy a home, and also determine what your monthly budget is and how much it's going to cost you out of pocket to buy a home. Step 2, you are now pre-approved and ready to start shopping for homes. Be patient with the process because it might take you a while to find that right home for you. Make sure to pay attention to your pre-approval and the monthly budget. Step 3, you're ready, you found that house, you want to put an offer in. What to expect next is that when you put that offer in, if they accept that offer, make sure that you're prepared that you're going to put a deposit down, which does go towards your down payment. And generally that deposit, the realtors will advise, is to put about 1% down, and that's called an earnest money check. Step 4, your offer has gotten accepted on your home. This is an exciting moment because you've locked in a contract with the seller that you're about to buy the home from. This is a great step to move forward with the mortgage process, and this is when we get things rolling. At this point, you're going to deliver your earnest money check for your deposit, and then you're going to contact us, send your contract over, and then we're going to determine which specific loan that you want to go with and how much you want to put down and things like that. But then we're going to also ask for updated documents for what we need for processing. Once you've determined the loan that you want to do specifically, we will send you a loan estimate and all the disclosures to move forward with the process. Step 5 is the mortgage process itself. By this time, you have sent in all your documents, electronically signed everything, and they intend to proceed forward. We will order an appraisal. That will take probably about 2 weeks or so for the appraiser to go out there. That's just verifying that you are not overpaying for the property. At this point as well, we will have the processor send all your documents and application to the underwriter. Step 6 is underwriting. Don't be intimidated. This is, a lot of times people get intimidated with underwriters, things they hear from the past with other people's experiences, things like that. Don't worry, our job from the start has been to provide as much information to the underwriter to make sure that they say yes to your loan. Now, typically at the first glance, they're not going to say yes right away. There might be some things that they evaluate with your application and the documents that we've sent to you or sent to them. And then at that point, they might ask for a couple more documents or so. Step 7 is conditionally approved through underwriting. This means that everything that we have provided to the underwriting team, they fully expect that your loan's going to be approved in the end, just pending a few things here or there. And that's why it's conditionally approved, because there is some conditions that come with this step. And that might mean that they just need some updated pay stubs, updated bank statements, or things to be clarified that we provided already with the application. So that might mean that we have to ask for some more documents from you at this point. Step 8, clear to close. This is the happiest news that you'll have at the end of the process with the mortgage process, because what happens with this is that your loan has been fully approved through underwriting and you're clear to close. So that means you are clear to buy your home and sign the paperwork and move in. Also at this point, you'll be getting your final numbers as far as closing goes, since you are clear to close now. With this, you have your final numbers. This has been the final numbers that the mortgage company and the title company have balanced all the numbers and whatnot as far as all the details with the fees and everything, and then also how much you're going to be needing to bring to closing. If you're having to do a wire transfer, make sure to double check, maybe even triple check, just to make sure that you are sending the money to the right place, because a lot of times it can be a lot of money and we want to make sure it's going to the right place, and that's the title company. So the title company will be the people that you want to check with as far as making sure it's going to the right place. At this point, make sure that you do not have your credit pulled or open up any new credit cards with anything like that, just to make sure, because even though your loan has been clear to close and proceed to move forward, doesn't mean that they might do a soft inquiry check on your credit. That's just to make sure that you're not opening up any new credit. If you got a quick clear to close and you don't close for a couple weeks or so, they're gonna check that maybe a week before to make sure you haven't opened up any new credit. If you have, then we have to retract that clear to close and double check everything. So just make sure you don't do anything until the day of closing. Step 9, closing day. This is an awesome day to achieve throughout this whole process of home shopping. You are officially at the closing table at the title company. With the step and going forward, you will have your mortgage payments starting, and that is typically a month later at least. It could be anywhere from 31 to 60 days later after you close on that home. So, for example, if it's January and it's January 1st, your first mortgage payment won't be until March 1st. If it's January 31st, then your mortgage payment will still be March 1st. This is Michael Armstrong again. If you have any questions on the home buying process, let me know.